Hey everyone, it's your friend John C. here for Take a Look at This Food Reviews. This time we're going back to an old classic. We're here at McDonald's, Cheaters Cam style. This is a crazy moment for me. I've been doing these fast food reviews for years, but one of my secret shames, I've never had a Big Mac before. Isn't that crazy? So we actually are hopping in here for some tasty Big Mac goodness. I've never tasted this before. I've never had a burger with the bun in the middle. Let's check it out.
Should it be, let's take a look at this?
Yeah, let's take a look at this.
Would you take a look at this with John C?
Put him up here.
Hi, take a look at this. Can I get a Big Mac with no lettuce and no onions, please?
Okay, yeah.
Awesome, thank you. I just hate onions, so.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Hello. How's yeah, that's it. Thank you. Thank you. This is the first time I've been to McDonald's since quarantine started. I'm so pumped. Oh, good, good. That's what I like to hear. Thank you so much. Yeah, you guys are, other than that, and you got the plexiglass up there. I love to see that. That's awesome. Thank you, man.
Thanks for having me.
You too. Take care. Thank you. This is my first ever Big Mac. Can you believe that? I'm 34 years old. I've never had a Big Mac before. My friends told me I had to have one. So I'm so excited. It's going to be so good. Thank you so much. Take care. You too. Bye. All right, guys. Now this is looking real good. Already the smell in the car is really taking me to a place. Now, obviously, COVID going on right now. You saw in the drive-thru. This is my first McDonald's since quarantine started. I can't wait to dig into this Big Mac right here. Obviously, comes in a cool box. Not made without Canadian beef farmers. We love to see that up here in Canada. Obviously, great to get the local beef here. So let's get in here for a closer look at this Big Mac now. As you can see, we've got the we've got the three buns, as I know is a big part of a Big Mac. You can see we've got that there, and look at that, all that tasty goodness right at the bottom, all that gooey cheese just oozing out of that Big Mac. Damn, I can't wait to sink my teeth into this. Let's take a real close look here. You can see, let's open this up. So obviously I got it with no lettuce and no onions. I don't care for that. Now that looks a little dry on the top. That's a bit no bueno, I've got to be honest. I would have expected a little bit more sauce on the top of the bun. We've got, look at that. Oh, and there it is. Okay, so we just had to find the treasure trove, but that pickles, look at those pickles. That's a bit of a faux pas, if you ask me. The pickles barely spread out. You can see there, this whole section of the bun, there's no pickles. So we'll see when we get into the bites if we're gonna be able to taste it, but you would think with no lettuce and no onions, they would be able to, maybe fix up the pickle situation for me. Now, we've obviously got that middle bun that's a staple of a Big Mac, and again, we can see that melted cheese on the bottom and that special Big Mac sauce I've heard so much about that I've never had yet. I can't wait anymore. It smells too good. Let's dig in. All right, folks, take a look at this. My first ever bite of a Big Mac. I'm a 34-year-old man. I've never had a Big Mac before. I'm excited to take a bite. Let's just get right into this. Look at all of that. Just sexy goodness. That is, I mean, on the scale of nudie magazines, I mean, I think there's no question that's at least a swank. Look at what's coming out of the side of that bun there. Let's take a bite. Yeah, not really. You really do. You get that initial bite. You get that burger flavor. You can tell the patties, well done. You can really taste the Canadian beef. You do get a hit of that special sauce. A lot of people have said it's Thousand Island salad dressing, but I don't even know if that's the case, because I'm getting a look at, I mean, you can even see the sauce is coming right out of the back there. That is definitely something that I'm looking forward to eating. And I do, if you're wondering, I do have a lot of masculine friends, and they say it's okay to eat that. Let's get another bite going on here. Oh yeah. I mean, that just has everything you want. You get, obviously, the two patties gives it that nice beef flavor. I thought I might be a little overwhelmed by the middle bun, but honestly, that middle bun just, it almost adds like another layer, Obviously it adds another layer, but just is really delicious. I mean, let's go back in for a look here. We can see the cross section. Now the only thing, and it's like I said off the top, and that might affect my score, I still haven't had a bite of the pickle yet. So as you can see, I've gotten nice and far into the burger. You can see all that beautiful sauce coming out of the side, and it tastes so good when it hits your lips. It's just unbelievable the way that it really sets it off. And oh look, looks like we got a little onion friend, a little onion culprit getting into the burger now. That is also a big faux pas here at Take a Look at This. You know that I hate onions. I can't really stand for having those onions in there, so that is tough. But you know what? We're gonna take another look. It actually looks like there's a few onions on this thing, and so I was wondering if, like, there clearly is onions on this. I mean, that is just, you know, when you pay a premium price for a premium burger, you expect there's not gonna be any onions, but you can see clearly in there's multiple onions. I mean, I don't know. It's a little bit disappointing. It's my first ever Big Mac. I tried to make it clear. I mean, I said to the lady in the drive-thru, I told her I didn't like onions. I feel like I made that clear. It's just so disappointing when they mix up something like that so easily. But let's go in here for one more bite. Pardon me. I mean, that's how good it is. I'm burping here. I mean, it does taste good, but now that I know that there's onions on here, that's all I can taste really in my mouth, and it's just really too bad that they weren't able to pick that up. And you can see the burger's kind of falling apart at the back. I think that's a little bit of a downfall of having the middle piece right there, is that you can see it's very hard to kind of keep the entire burger together. You can see in the middle, that middle bun is coming right out of the back. I mean, I wish I could say that the middle bun added enough to make up for this slippage, but it really hasn't. I mean, I think if we're talking about this third bun in the middle, that's like an FHM on the scale of magazines, if you know what I mean. It's like, okay, yeah, great, you're in a bikini, but what else are you doing for me? You know what I mean? So it's just not great. I would say the sauce, definitely so sexy in my mouth. The sauce is a Penthouse letters on top of a Hustler. I mean, just so delicious. But the burger itself with the onions on there and the pickles, I mean, I still haven't even had a bite of a pickle yet, and I'm already over halfway through this burger. It is just a little bit disappointing. I was expecting a little bit more out of my first Big Mac adventure. So I would say, obviously, probably most of you out there have had a Big Mac before. You'd be able to rate it and review it on your own. But if I had to give it a score, I would probably give this a 7 out of 10. So not quite a centerfold, but still worthy enough of making it into the magazine. And yeah, I think overall it was a tasty treat. I can see why people like this burger so much. Again, I just wish they hadn't screwed up the onions. It's just so disappointing when you have your experience ruined like that by people who are working really hard for minimum wage in the middle of a pandemic. It just really sucks when they screw that up, you know, and there's just really no other substitute for that. So unfortunately, I did have to deduct a full point for leaving the onions on the burger and not getting that order right. But overall, I'd rate the Big Mac a 7 out of 10. Take a look at this. If you like this review, please like and subscribe down below. You can find all my other reviews if you subscribe here to Take a Look at This. I've got merch. I've got Patreon donors. You can see that. You can donate to me on Patreon if you're loving all of this beautiful, sexy centerfold content from me, John C. You can sign up for that. Again, like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you back here next time when I review the Whopper.